Okay, rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and you agents. It's Brother Marley. This is the Gambi One channel, and I'm back again. More things to complain about. So I'm going on the beach to do so. It's kind of the sun is just going down, sort of like a grey, overcast day. The sun is going down. Yeah, I'm in my t-shirt, so it's still warm. So I'm very fortunate to be here on the motherland talking to you. Now, the reason why I'm talking to you is because in the UK, the Prime Minister and his mates in the cabinet are looking to change how they deal with refugees. So people come into the UK illegally, I'd say. Their game plan, let's sit over there, shall we? Their game plan is to send people who come over to the UK illegally, put them on a plane and process their claims for asylum over in Rwanda. Now, some people say that's bad enough. This is the media I'm talking about. The media will say that's bad enough, but also they don't actually guarantee that they'll bring those refugees back to the UK. Hold on a second. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. This is what I'm wearing, and that's what I've got to traverse to get up there. This is not going to go well. I can feel it already. Okay, so yeah, so let's say in that. Wait. Yeah. That is inhumane. Like, you know, it's inhumane to make these people move to Africa to process their claims. Now, as someone who's actually living here, I don't understand where the idea of inhumane actually comes from. Sounds like nonsense to me. And nonsense based on some perceived idea of what goes on. Or how things are in Africa. Okay, I'm up. Some of the way. Woof. Just keep going. Okay. I'm probably not going to film me coming down because I'm probably going to just drop on my face. But going up, we will try. There we go, we're at the top, peoples. So yeah, Dakar's in the mist that way. Gambia's way down that way. But luckily, you and I are at the top of this this rock formation. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, so now they're saying that living in Africa is somehow impeding on people's human rights, which I call BS on. I believe that you have no idea what you're talking about if you're saying that, because Africa is gorgeous. You know, you got superb weather, you got fresh food, you got people who are happy to see you. You know, this isn't like being in the UK and you've got a bunch of organizations that are seen as valid, whose main focus is keeping the the country as Aryan as possible. But they think that the human rights issues are actually over here in Africa. So let's think about some of these allegations about the inhumanity of living in Africa. So first of all, you're moving from a war-torn area, or you're moving away from possible persecution to get to the UK. And the UK says, look, the UK is full, but we have links with this country called Rwanda. Rwanda is full of space. You've got greenery, you've got mountains, you've got lakes. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a paradise. And you can stay there in paradise. And people are saying, no, that's impinging on my human rights. Now, the UK media, I was speaking particularly about James O'Brien on the LBC, has been saying about how it can't be safe there because refugees get shot by the police. So you can't have a situation where refugees are being shot by police for the fact that they're refugees. Well, hold up a second. I remember a couple of things. First of all, remember when those people from Mexico, they went from Mexico, from Guatemala and those areas, coming via Mexico into the USA, and they're being met with violence by police. The ones we saw was people being whipped by police on horseback. You know, like how they would have the slave catchers back in the day? Same deal. And the way that America is so militarized, I can't see a time when those people would be coming over and a gun wasn't drawn, someone wasn't shot. I'm sure that's happened over in America. In France, you have a scenario there. I was over in France in an area called the Jungle. The Jungle was over in Calais. It's just before refugees go from France into the UK. This was years ago. And I went over there and took food and clothing and stuff. But what we was finding was that people were there, you know, in their flip-flops like I am now, and they can't handle the French winter. I mean, there's snow on the ground. People have got, like, you know, gangrene or whatever you call it on their fingers and toes. I'm just leaving them out there to die in the cold. Are you talking about inhumane? Yeah, take those people over to Rwanda, yeah? Take them over to Rwanda. Let them learn some things about how Europe isn't the best of life. I've been in Europe for the I don't know, for the first 40 years of my life. Spent a couple of years over in the States, spent a couple of years in other places, but nah, if you compare there and here, you can't then turn around and say, oh, it's inhumane to live in Africa. Definitely not in Rwanda. Rwanda is so much more technically advanced than Gambia, for example. But Gambia is a tiny country, so it's not that hard. That being said, my only thing is, while we are trying to figure out what's happening here in Africa, what's Africa's place in the world, I'm seeing African leaders getting involved with with other countries doing stuff where I'm like, that's not a good idea. I'm seeing people from America and Europe who are doing works over in Africa to help people in Africa that Africans could have well been doing themselves. And here's a perfect opportunity for a country like the UK to invest some of its money into an African country on a systemic level to help the refugees who are coming into the country. So they're not in the war-torn areas of Europe. So it's helping people, and yet still people are complaining. Just take it from me, some people will complain no matter what you do. That's just what I think. You know, Senegal ain't bad at all. This is Senegal right now. As I said, the sun's setting just over the sea here. Oh, that's cool, that's cute. A nice cute little sunset. This is what they're saying is inhumane. Really? 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 Yo, Africa's got a lot of great things going for it. We have to just recognize it for what it is. But this is your brother Marley with the Gambia One channel. Until next time, deuces.